The basic model for commercial air travel has stayed mostly the same for almost 100 years. You buy a ticket for a flight, board the plane, and take off. But then, in the early 2000s, the rising cost of fuel, airline mergers, consolidations, and outright failures drove the industry into a tailspin, costing it $55 billion through 2008. It was during this time, while working for the Bush White House, that Wade Eyerly had a brainstorm.
I was flying as much as 27 days a month, and I think I developed an acute understanding for the pain point that frequent flyers go through.
His solution for long airport lines, canceled flights, and bad service: Surf Air.
We're a subscription airline, so instead of being a transaction and a ticket, it's a relationship, and it continues.
For me to fly your airline, I got to join.
That's right, you have to join, it's a membership.
Once I join, it's all I can fly?
It is. People have described it as a country club with planes instead of golf courses.
How you doing? Welcome back to Surf Air.
For $1,600 a month, the equivalent of 3 last-minute round-trip flights between Los Angeles and San Francisco, the difference is obvious, starting at check-in. Since Surf Air flies less than 10 passengers at a time, there's no TSA.
What I'm going to do is take your photo. That way you don't have to present your ID next time you fly with us. And that's it. You're all set.
Next time I don't need an ID.
No, you just show up. As long as you're here before the flight, we ask 15 minutes beforehand.
What people like about us is they bought 2 hours back in their life.
Welcome aboard.
Members can hold up to 4 reservations at a time and make those reservations up to 15 minutes before a flight. No change fees and no added costs for last-minute travel plans.
No one until Surf Air came along actually combined a membership club model with travel. So in that sense, it's been clearly disruptive.
Surf Air CEO Jeff Potter loves using that term, more commonly associated with tech than travel.
It's not something that normally is in the language of commercial aviation.
Sit back, relax, enjoy the flight.
It's not for everyone. Only frequent travelers between regular sets of cities can benefit from a membership, and the airline still has a limited route map. It currently only flies to 5 cities in California, but the small, underutilized airports it serves, like those just outside San Francisco and Los Angeles, are cheaper to fly into and make the whole model cost-effective.
There are 19,820 places to land an aircraft in the United States. Right? We're orders of magnitude overbuilt. Half of our infrastructure, half of America's airports operate at less than 10% of capacity. We have these great airports that are completely underutilized, so we get to leverage that in ways that an airline flying a 737 can't.
So you're basically commuting?
Yeah, pretty much a commute for me.
Surf Air's small, 7-seat turboprop planes are just fine for entrepreneur Ramon Castillon, who makes the most of his membership, flying between his home in LA and startup company in San Francisco, on average 4 times a week.
I don't know if I would consider this my own private plane, but it definitely makes the flying so much easier.
Many other charter operators or private air travel folks consider us a gateway drug, right? We teach people for the very first time that it's affordable to travel in private aircraft.
Surf Air is awaiting FAA approval to expand its idea and flights outside of California. The first city on the list? Las Vegas. But if this new model pays off here, expect it to be copied by other entrepreneurs all over America.
Thanks for flying. Hope to see you guys again.
For CBS This Morning, Peter Greenberg, Los Angeles.